MSS will be the Clockwork. Ember Spirit played by CC&C. Leshrac played by Snaky. Vector will be played by Yawar. And Abaddon, Kitrak. Very quiet game already. I don't have the net worth up. That's the last hits. Why would I? Yeah, no. Looks like J.Storm trying to make an aggressive motion towards the top tower. Kitrak not really going to defend this. Will throw his very strong and buffed Mist Coil at the opposing force. Got quite a bit of regen already, 3.5, so that HP will be back up pretty soon. Forev not blocking the creeps. MSS gonna do it for him, possibly. Nope, not gonna do it. That off for the time being. Back up at top, though, they are trying to go for Kitrak up here. He's losing a lot of HP. Moo trying his best, but not gonna be the case. There's going to be a lot of BM all chats in this game. I'm going to like it a lot. Kitrak's like, please don't. Please don't hurt me. It's got the level 1 stun. Level 1 stun down here in bottom as well. I think that's pretty standard for Lesh, though. Is you know, it's always 2 seconds. You want to get that 1 point in that stun no matter what. The damage isn't that big of a difference, but every other spell is like way better for a Leshrac to get. Kitrak's sitting at pretty low. He wants to try and stay within deny range. They're not going just yet. Oh my gosh, Kitrak, be careful, friend. The next one, I think, is a deny. Yep, he was exactly 75 HP. Really? The fan makes that big of a difference. That's great to know. Great to know. Kitrak back to throwing his Q at everybody. Who doesn't love the fact that you could actually be like... that you could actually just be so tormenting by dropping this spell. Abaddon gonna be in a bit of trouble again, but actually it might be March instead. Kitrak going ham on him. More right clicks should do it. One more right click and a Q should claim the kill, and not gonna find it. He will be salving up as well.
First.
Shaker. It feels so weird to see a support shaker. Well, no, actually, support shakers are normal. Fierce wield with fierce. Oh my goodness, it feels weird to see fear on an earth shaker. Showing him next. Forev is going to be in a bit of trouble down here in the bot. In fact, he's being choked by every creep possible and just mass tangoing his way out of here. Actually, MSS is still down here as well. How are we doing anyway? It's not like, oh, Venge is almost dead. Look at that. They will drop the stun, though, saving Yawar for the time being, and second clarity will be popped for Abaddon. Really? He does go Radiant still? CC&C. It's having an okay time in the mid, actually, to the 15 and 4 of the 9 and 2 Brile in the mid here. But J.Storm did just play a bunch of games, but I mean, you know, so did Forward Gaming. I don't know how early ago their game already ended, so idea so far. God, I can't get over how much damage that Q does off of Abaddon. It's actually so much damage. One more and he's just going to deny himself again, but he's got it cleared. Yep, he just, all right. Okay. I mean, it's such an easy deny for him. If they made it to where any deny to yourself is the 26-second cooldown increase, then it wouldn't be worth it. But since Kitrak is literally, his sole purpose right now is just throwing Q at people. All right, they are going to be able to get the stun out on Spectre. They're trying to deal as much damage as Yawar as possible, but it's got the dagger, so they'll be able to get out of that one, no problem. Version. Why did I read that as dispension? Head. Version. I guess he dispenses damage. Oh yeah, I didn't even see it. It is a 4 melee hero. Good grief. Fear in a bit of trouble. Really just trying to outlast the right clicks here. Invisibility. Immediate TP from the Clockwork, so this will allow him with that Invis rune with a level 1 battery assault. Most likely going to spec into cogs at level 2 here. They just really want to try and find a kill here. They are level 2, so looking for one cheeky pick here. Who are they even going to go for? I guess March might be the closest target, but there's nothing they can really do. This lane is so heavily pushed in, it's not really like a big issue for J.Storm in this top lane. Of getting stunned down in the bot, so 5 minutes rune spawning in 5 seconds. They're about to find out that MSS is here the whole time. And there's MSS. They pop the battery assault. They do get with the first blood. Finally going on a Kitrak, who will pay for his crimes and his 3 deaths. March, though, gonna be in a bit of trouble here. MSS will just disengage for the time being. We won't be going on that one today. Very slow game. Pretty much everywhere in every lane. So, say that though, we do have 3 people rotating in from the mid, as well as 3 people rotating in from the mid for J.Storm. CCNC trying to apply some damage. Now it's the supports fighting it off as MSS is trying to get out of there. He will indeed get out of there, being that they did see the ward, and it gets dewarded immediately by CCNC with the well played being thrown out there by Moo. Your rotation met with immediate denial. Is actually like amazingly quiet. It's ridiculously quiet with the fan being unplugged today. But I'm gonna go back to our mid here as we see that Ember is sitting at 39-4 now to the 38-5 of the Medusa, and now Bryle gonna do what Medusas do best, and you just literally find and farm everywhere. Just that's literally what you do as Medusa, especially with the fact that you have 2 in split shot now. It does quite a bit more damage. Taking a lot of damage actually from that Mystic Snake. And it is a Mystic Snake, everybody. It can be Mystic Snake as much as you want as well, but Mystic Snake, it's the same thing. They both have the word snake in there, just spelt wrong. Well, I guess you can't spell something wrong if you're physically saying it. Forev just pumping his ultimate down here in the bot now that he is level 6 and snaking, trying his best to just... they expend the fortification. Kitrak denies himself once more. Just doing that left and right here. Soon enough, they're going to find a way to globally kill this man. It's probably not something they could find immediately. Yeah, this is literally what Medusa does, is that you just throw Snake into the lane and then goes and farms side creeps. MSS coming in from the side creeps as well. They might be trying to look up and hook up for something here. Nothing immediate found just quite yet. Wow, this is much slower than the games that I've already casted today. Holy moly. This is a big stack, though. It's a big stack. Let's see, what do we got? Stack this. Clockwork and the Pango. But this is snaking coming in there. Stun goes out immediately. Roll follows suit. They're going to bounce off the wall. That's a lot of bounces, but do they really have enough damage? No, they do now. The gyro's here. In fact, they will get 2. Moo grabs both of them. MSS stunned up from the gyro rocket, and now we actually literally have every J.Storm hero down in the bot lane. This may look like a good thing at first, but now MSS is just making space, and at this point, they understand that that's the case. They're going to start TPing out. We'll find them with the wave and no mana available, at least not yet. They will find the initial stun at the last second there on MSS. There is roll available if they want to, but not going to find it. The logo is not on the minimap anyway. MSS is going to be going down, however. He dies to the neutral creep. Oh, wow. What a beautiful deny there. I think it's... didn't have illusions, right? So he just got clicked. Not even actually stunned by the ability that does damage. Actually, not that much damage. Right click does more damage. Huh. Boo down, now down in the bot, since Pangolier has now rotated up to the top lane where the Spectre lives. Lives and breathes. How are we doing on the Spectre farm anyway? It is 9 minutes in. We might as well just... oh, hang on there. Earthshaker in a bit of problems down in the bot lane here. CNC with no shackle just quite yet. Used it to initiate the fight. 1 more second, and they will find the roots. And the Searing Chains will confirm this kill. There's an observer ward being scouted down here in the bot as well. Snaking will the rocket to the face. It's only level 1, though, so it's not really going to do too much. I remember there was a point in time where as a gyrocopter you would actually go 1-3-1 because homing missile damage was super good for a time being. Pretty sure it's still super good now, but not so much at the end of the day. Medusa, though, at the top of the net worth, now that we're at the net worth chart at 9.5 minutes, is top of the net worth at 4.3 and is going to be going for the casual Yasha first. I don't think this is a game where I could see like the Mask of Madness greedy Medusa build, but more or less just a sustainable build for Medusa in this game. Following that, will be the Ember at 4.3 with the 10-minute bounty runes being picked up. We will see the slight shift in net worth. 4.3 out on CC and C. Looks like he might be going for the drums because he's got no other items queued up, and most of the time when I see this, it's like a drums is going to be like the next thing, or maybe the boots of travel, but he's got phase boots, so don't think it's the boots of travel. Looking for March here. They're going to dive him on top of the tower. And pretty sure this Venge is dead. So, no getting out of that one. Sure you guys heard that bird. The loud bird. They will still get top tower, J.Storm, at least trading. That bird again. Vengeful Spirit at least. Staking though is waiting for the creeps to get on the tower to do the Diabolic Edict. Such a really annoyingly strong spell. They're literally destroying this tier 2 in literal matters of seconds. Like, he doesn't even need to, Yawar doesn't even need to have farm. He's just this Lesh already claiming a tier 2. That's a lot of map gold. Because now Forward could just farm the lower half of the opposing jungle, which actually limits Bryle's farming potential. Now they're coming into the mid. They're going to do the exact same thing. Snaking, just doing it again with Diabolic Edict. They're pinging him out too. He's like, he's right there, guys. Disarmed, not silenced, so he still can cast the spells upon his slowly dying Grave and Kitrak, looking to find Deny. He is dead as well. Gonna be able to get that one off, but they lose 2, but they continue to apply pressure to the towers. So then this is a 5 Abaddon then, isn't it? So it is, what do we got? So the Yasha's up on Medusa now. We are going to see just rush directly into the Manta. I think that's a great play, especially since Searing Chains is quite a hard ability for Bryle to deal with. Getting bound up there is not the greatest for him. What are we going for? So, alright, so he's going for the Maelstrom, or as people in the SA decide to BM me on, I called it Lightning, and the SA crew, or the SA Twitch chat was just like, why do you call it Lightning? It's like, that's literally what it's called. That's what everybody calls it. It's Lightning. SA crowd, am I right? Anyway, 4Ev is going to be in a bit of trouble. The Clockwork Hook is going to be available, and he'll just jump on out of there and possibly roll, but he is rooted up now from snaking, already having the Rod of Atos. But back in mid, they will get Kitrak, but definitely not worth the trade. Kitrak is basically dead like 89% of the time here, so in fact, it doesn't even show the Abaddon death being on that counter there. Fear will get the tower, however, so they do buy themselves at least a little bit of time. The Force Staff will be the thing for Earthshaker in this game. Not really going to bring him back from the brink. It looks like it's actually the 5 bench now. 5 Earthshaker. So, the Rod of Atos, already up. Already absolutely giving them this game advantage. This was the tier 1 tower, the tier 2 tower, and soon the tier 1 tower in mid that literally gave Snaking this amount of gold. Observer Ward, fresh, scouting out that rotation of the Leshrac coming in there. It's just insane, you know, all that gold, that Lesh, I think Lesh confirmed almost all those towers. I'm not 100% sure, but like, he got all that gold. That's a lot of money. A lot of money. So he's already got that Rod of Atos 5,000 net worth, actually. 14 minutes, 6 and 3. I'm going to keep on saying it. This is just a very slow game in comparison to the first set of games that I've casted today. Staking pretty low down here now that he's been eaten by Forev, and now they're looking for the... What happened there? That was a haunt that actually occurred back into the mid lane where we see a real fight happening. They want to go on MSS. They do not have stun available just yet. 5 more seconds till fissure. They're really banking on that fissure. 10 seconds till the bounty run. The fissure... That's not in the greatest of spots, but they will find it with the 4-rev rotation as well, so... did they still got the... They didn't get him. They get Lesh? They didn't get Lesh. He just rotated out, actually, immediately, and just decided not to get that Lesh Shrek. The Lesh Shrek. First part of the 4 staff picked up for Fear. Looking at here, so Abaddon, basically the 5 in this scenario. He's not actually the lowest on the net worth at the moment. The Vengeful actually is running at 1,200. He actually have boots? Yeah, boots and a wand and some clarities, I guess, make the big difference there. And, you know, the soon-to-be Tranquils coming in. Seven and 5, everyone's lining up for this mid lane tower here. It's one of the better exterior towers still to get here because top won't give them that much domination. Once they get this mid tower, though, it basically gives them control of this whole entire side of the map here. So, ignore that really poorly drawn arrow. So, don't worry about it. Poorly drawn arrow. The other thing is that, like, with all these fights going on and Forward Gaming not benefiting immensely from each one, they're still having Yawar continually just getting some farm down here in like every lane that the heroes aren't in. The Radiance will be up pretty darn soon. In fact, it's the Sacred Relic is actually only 600 gold away, so like maybe another 3 creep waves will do the trick and that'll give them the monies. 50 health is the pickup for Gyrocopter. It's actually, they just changed that talent as well. TP's out into the mid. They want to try to go on snaking here. Took them 10 years to TP Fear. Alright, well now he's 100 gold away from the Sacred Relic. We'll be getting... Oh, no, actually. 4-man smoke from J.Storm. They're looking to go on the bottom, but Yawar is just out of there. There wasn't even a dire ward that scouted it. They just knew. He was just like, alright, there's literally nothing here. It's time for me to go. How many dire wards are on the map right now? I don't think there's any dire wards on the map right now. Are they just playing this game with no wards? The no support build? Well, Batten has 1 ward, but there's like 1, 2, 3 sentries plus 1 aggressive ward on there, no longer in the mid tower. Sacred Relic available for pickup as soon as they want to rotate in, and that's probably what we're... No, he's not going over to the Radiant Secret Shot. Interesting. So... Very, very slow game, though. Medusa's still at the top of the net worth. He does have the Manta. I saw something else that he was going to go for, but it looks like he's actually just going to go for Dragonlance instead. Courier comes through, likely picking up the Sacred Relic.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
There it is. Picks up the Sacred Relic, and we will have... You are just going back into the mid, the farm, and this is just so slow. This is unbelievably slow so far. J.Storm rotates in 3 heroes with only 2 staying down in bot, with them technically not even staying in bot. Now they do find MSS, cleaning up some sentry wards. Mystic's net goes out, but no initiation attempts. Although down in bottom we do, never mind. He will be able to get out of there. Dual Scepter will be picked up for CC&C. Forev is going to be trying to deal some damage down here now that he's silenced up, but Clockwork right on the left side. He will throw down the cogs, and Forev, he will be able to get out, and he's going to roll as quick as possible to get on out of there. And the only one around is Kitrak, who is next on the to-do list of who's going to die. He did not spec his ult quick enough. Will end up going down. Quite unfortunate, actually. I thought they were... I thought they were going to be able to get that one. Bounty Rune's going to be picked up. 20 minutes, 8-4. Still very slow game. But, you know, with every slow game, still comes an even quicker response time for wins and so on and so forth. Go ahead and go to the top of the net worth, as we've already looked at, though. Looks like Medusa is actually just going to beeline towards the butterfly. All right. Try to get as much damage out as possible, as they do understand that now the Radiance is up for the Spectre. I don't think they know that. There's no ward scouting out the fact that he picked it up. They are going to be going as... Oh, there goes the Haunt now. So they will know that it's up indefinitely. The Gyrocopter will go down, slamming everybody. Forev, the only one close by. No sense your word scouting out immediately, though. Bryle is going to bring it up, and he is just... Nope, he's... Everything's perfectly fine for the time being. They are going to Clockwork hook back in, though. Bryle's going to be in a bit of trouble. The Stun's going to follow suit underneath the Clockwork cogs. He's trying to click so hard, but he's just got so much HP and so much... Oh, well, he does still go down at the end of the day, though. Moo pretty low as well. They find Moo. They lose the Clockwork, but that's just it, though. They have lost only one hero to the 3 that they've already gone down. The Force Staff doesn't save Forev, though. It will end up catching him. They tried to Force Staff save him, but Fear accidentally Force Staffing him right back into the fight. And that's the Radiance reveal. Going to work in that one game. That one fight. So, pretty good for them in that scenario, actually. Showing off that Radiance, the first reveal, going to work and doing so much damage. BKB is going to be picked up from Moo here. It's actually going to be helping him quite a bit to just disengage from all of this incoming damage that comes off of the now Radiance pickup. It will prevent him from having all the mischance and all the eventual slow and insidious burn Radiance damage. Ember Spirit with no mana outside the Roach Pit. Not going to be able to find him, though, so... Well, no, they saw him because the Venge has a ward here, so they do see it, no problem. It is a Spectre with a Soul Ring. Not. Yasha is also the casual pickup here for the Spectre. The Manta style will be the very obvious pickup. They're just going to go for the sustain sort of Spectre. So no doubt after this Manta, they might be going for some sort of HP item, but sometimes you see the Diffusal Blade. I'm pretty sure it's going to be Diffusal Blade instead here. The Blade's definitely not a bad pickup for them. Ember Spirit with the Sange. Looks like this actually will be the Heaven's Halberd. So whoever talked about it in chat, good on you. Heaven's Halberd will be the next pickup here for CC&C. So won't be that hard for him to be standing against the Medusa if he can't right-click at all. Jack level 9 hanging out on top of this hill here. He does see the Moo rotations. No vision wards to scout out this, so going to be going away as much as possible here forward. Just trying to apply pressure to as many lanes as possible at the same time. Back in mid, though, the Ember Spirit is not trying to bait out anything in particular. He's just trying to show that he's existing in this lane right now. We'll go ahead and get a rocket sent after him. Dodge the rocket. Good dodge. Well, it's 24 minutes in, 9 and 8, a 2K net worth lead for forward, as we see that the net worth chart has never really been in one's favor for a very long period of time. A lot of just going up and down, left and right. Big jump here as soon as that was around the Medusa kill, so everyone's just playing a little bit more careful now that they know that the Medusa can die. Actually, he's not even beelining. Okay, so at first, he was beelining straight towards the butterfly, thinking that he's strong enough to even fight off literally anything. Now goes for the Scotty instead. And we do see the Heaven's Halberd, though, being picked up for CC&C. A big old smoke going out forward as well. CC&C might be the revealer, although they're going to reveal from the low ground. A lot of Athos goes out immediately, snaking. They're going to swap to actually march to the low ground. Big Echo Slam for Fear comes to remove staking from the game. Buyback immediately. Kit Track popping ultimate, though. They are going to have 4F rolling through, and Kit Track forced to the low ground. Will be going down here. Silence, but the Yules is going to be there. Out from CC&C. Will be able to get for the time being. The buyback coming in and coming. Actually, it's not doing anything here. Snaking is going down. They're not going to be able to get the disarm. They get 4 off of this. A dieback out of the Leshrac, and this might be an attempt at Roche, but are they able to do it with the fact that both Ember and Spectre are up right now? I mean, there's no Haunt. They could definitely do Roshan if they wanted to. Ember Spirit in the mid with no Remnant available for jump out.
Something extra for the effort.
We'll have to let it go.
Precious bounty.
Are we doing Roshan here? Yeah, it looks like Roshan is the play here. Rod of Atos on the outside here, trying to catch off moves, but it's not going to find too much else. The Force Staff into the stun will be their Gyrocopter ultimate going on CCC. A lot of damage as well, but 4F just can't find the clicks. They're going to go ahead and... Nope, actually Spectral Dagger is going to go back in there. They're trying to go on 4F. The stun will be response. Ryle coming out of the Roshan pit just to show that there's a presence still around. Roshan's not going to go down anytime soon. They're checking the HP of it. He just doesn't have a lot of HP missing, so there's no fight to really have here. But now with all the forward gaming's heroes back up and running, J.Storm really go for that Roshan this time.
Top tower is under attack.
Clear. It's going to be Yules as well. 4Ev now stuck in the Rod of Atos and continually rooted. He will end up going down to CC&C. The Arcane Rune actually going to work as well. 13-9 at 27 minutes. It's still a pretty even game, actually. About the same amount of towers. They still have one more tier 2 tower, but J.Storm, they're making sure that Forward Gaming get a run for their money. This is the winner bracket after all anyway. You see here, big old net worth graph going up and down, up and down. Still goes for the Dragon Lance. Well, so I imagine we're still going to see the Butterfly since he still has the Quarterstaff. Like the item to go for. Moo, BKB into the Aghanim Scepter. I like Ags, I like it a lot, but it's just like he doesn't have that much damage when it comes to right clicks. So the spare right click that comes out from the Aghanim Scepter might not really do too much in this game, but you know, Aghanim Scepter is nice because then after that you build like a Monkey King bar, or you can even build just a Maelstrom and that'd be good to go. That'd be your damage that you're trying to look for here. What are we looking for, Pango? Your Pango actually caught, rooted down in the bot. Obviously, CC&C does not have another Rod of Atos, but there's one from Snaking. Stun to follow as well. They're trying to get him before he gets swashed out, but, you know, he still managed to swash out, but they have a lot of jump available for Forward Gaming. But with that being the case there, they're actually just going to go ahead and start clicking on this Roshan. There goes the Clockwork Flare coming in. They know it's low HP, so there's no real way they can get in there. Test this Roshan. So Medusa with the Aegis now. They are going to start TPing heroes down to the bot lane, or at least just move for the time being. Aghanim Scepter almost up for him as well. 500 more gold should be the case. Finish up that Aghanim Scepter. Well, I don't want to be like, you know, J.Storm has this in the bag, but when it comes down to the late carry game, I'd still like to I still like to think that Medusa can do stuff when it comes to the late game, but, you know, there's a Spectre in this game who's going to have, like, a bunch of heavy, hard-purchased items. He's actually 5-0 right now with 285 last hits. Not leading the top of the last hits, actually, but it's whatever. Running second in the net worth at 16-2. As you can see, he's got to go for the Diffusal Blade into the heart. So, Yuar's going to have a lot of gold and a lot of items, and J.Storm, I don't know how they're going to be able to really answer that. I mean, the Aghanim Scepter could be a very possible way to answer that. CC&C with no mana just jumps out at the last second here. Big old snowball going in there, and actually misses too. Looks like a smoke. Actually, it's not a smoke, it was just an Invis rune picked up for snaking down in the bot here. Clockwork Flare going up to the top to see who's still going to be there. They will see Bryle and they will see March, just barely at the clip of that, so.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Clean up for the top tower there. They just don't really want to fight against Bryle in this Aegis here. Snaking, applying pressure to the bot tower. Start doing some pressure down to the mid as well. Diffusal Blade and Tome picked up. They really want to get that Spectre 25. Go for it. Both of them are good, but I'm pretty darn sure the Dispersion is one that I see a lot. Yeah, it might be. So, well, 4 forward games heroes are stuck in this jungle here. We are going to see MSS start to TP out because they do see the rotation of 4F coming in. Farming away. It's going to go for the Shiva's Guard next. Very good item. See out on the Ember Spirit, and now they're just... J.Storm are just trying to force something here. They're going to start pushing in the mid while the Pango down in bottom might be in a bit of trouble here. Stunned up, but he will go ahead and just... Actually, not Greaves yet, but he'll mech himself out of that one. Clockwork Hook goes in, actually. They really want to dive for this one. They are going to do the diving. They do have Guardian Greaves, and they do purge off the negative burn, but now stuck right in front of the base. They're not going to let that one go, though. Roll goes in by Forev. They want to buy as much time as possible for them to start pushing through the mid, and they're doing exactly that as they get the tier 1-3 tower there. There goes the Spectre Haunt. March most likely the first to fall. The Spectre ult. The Stone Gaze goes out. CC&C will clean up one, and Forev go down to Yuar down in the bot lane. In the meantime, though, CC getting pretty low. They have no method of escape, no buyback either. This could just be... Well, there's no creeps here, but if they could just push straight down the mid here. They don't know that he has no buyback. MSS with no TP for another 7 seconds. Yuar just chilling around there. They do see the Diffusal Blade now. I mean, they definitely saw it after they lost Pango to it. Yeah, but they're not going to continue to push. They're going to disengage from this one with the Aegis soon expiring. Another 30 seconds or so. You're going to go for the Aghanim Scepter. I like it. It's like one of those scenarios where it's like, you know, you can't really, you don't ever expect yourself to have 2,200 gold on you all at once. Like, that's why I like the Aghanim Scepter pickup eventually for Fear when it gets here. Because it helps him quite a bit. You guys will see later that the quarterstaff was actually for the butterfly because he has it. Anyway, I like the Aghanim Scepter plan for Fear. It just expired, which is what they were basically waiting on because it was going to expire pretty darn soon there. They didn't want to stay around. I think something that we need to see on Pangolier is not a pipe. I feel like he's getting caught out in every single situation and scenario 100% of the time. Rod of Atos, everything like that. I'd like to see... I mean, obviously BKB is definitely not the item you go for, but like just something to purge. That's not just Guardian Greaves. Although Guardian Greaves, now that he has it, should actually be enough, now that I think about it. I mean, we'll be able to see it come in action as soon as possible. All right, let's go to the top of the net worth. Like we were discussing earlier, Medusa's now at the top of the net worth. Gonna go for the BKB next. Most likely gonna swap out for the Wand. Inventory, Spectre leading second now at 9-1. Does have the Diffusal Blade, and that Satanic will be up pretty darn soon here. CCNC running at 17-6 is gonna, well, he's got the Shiva, so I don't know what he's gonna go for next year, but I imagine maybe another disable or just some more damage, one or the other. There's always the chance that could go Bloodthorn, but that's like a big no-no. Big no-no. Track. Fourth now at 16. Oh, that's not Lesh. That is Gyrocopter running at 16-2. Is going to go for the Satanic now as well, that he's got the Light Maelstrom and the Aghanim Scepter of Spectre. So I guess this just allows him to deal some more damage in these hard team fights. I love these drawings. Never know what they mean. Other than, you know, what they mean, obviously. Following that, though, is still the Leshrac, running at 14-8 above the Pangolier, is going to go for a Halberd of his own. Halberd is a pretty good item this game. That'll be 2 Halaberts. Brawl coming up to the top lane now is going to be rooted for the time being. Who invited Hydrated Bot? That's what I want to know. 25-second cooldown. That makes me think that he's going to go for the global cooldown then. The old-fashioned Aghanim Scepter was actually pretty nice, which was the global cooldown. And this used to be a different talent. Actually, I don't even think it was there during talents, so. Visions and Sentry Words being thrown down, destroyed in the Dire Jungle, so they're working on. I think they're just waiting on Roshan here, which is up, so that's a very dead-looking Roshan. Are they aware of this, is the question. No Dire Ward scouting around, but the Clockwork Flare will go through. They see it's at half HP again, so they're going to try their best to go on bottom here, and Borev just doing his best to buy time. They will get the Roshan, as well as now jumping onto Borev. They pop the roll to get the jump unkill onto MSS, and don't think he's getting out of this one, friends. So they didn't get a building, right? Nah, they did get the tower, so they can start taking out the shrines if they want to. They are just getting that slow and insidious killer for this game. Done purged off CCNC almost immediately. The magic damage. J.Storm, they want to try and jump on this. That's the axe being revealed on Fear. They're trying to stun him as much as possible. Silence, though. Yules from his personal will be there, and he jumps away. Actually, he jumped back, and then where did he go? Why did it show that he jumped back? Interesting. Actually, that... Oh, it was a remnant he manually casted and saw that it was up there. So that's the showing off of the Fear Aghanim Scepter. Maybe the next item would be his Blink Dagger now, but I think he's okay with just having the axe. They are going to clean up the shrine. Last one as well, so they're going to do the same down in bot. We're snaking with Diabolic Edict. Start slowly clicking away. Plus 40 Diabolic Edict explosions, so that just makes double the duration. Or it just makes it, like, way more explosions during... I think it makes it way more explosions during... Vector with the Satanic is going to go for the Monkey King Bar next. We are seeing Forward Gaming trying to bait Bryle into something, or Bryle actually just going to remove Kitrak. They're just like, whatever, just keep hitting him. They'll hit him as much as possible. The Clockwork Hook being used as well, so they're not going to find that one. Spectre... He's in a bit of trouble here, trying to find a good hero to jump to, but he's stunned in every way, shape, and form to every 8th and 9th Oblivion. So, this is actually a very big opportunity for J.Storm just to push down the lane and maybe force some buybacks. Ember Spirit will try to remove him. Oh, no. Bryle does use Stone Form or Stone Gaze, and that's going to put a little bit of an issue on the next team fight. But of course, CCNC knows about this, and he's just going to go and start choking the next creep wave to make sure there is no push happening so they don't have to buy back off the Spectre.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Clockwork going to go for the Force Staff. The Aghanim Scepter will be his next pickup. So MSS is going to be baiting himself so they can end up getting the jump and kill out onto Pangolier, who just seemed can never pop his ultimate off, especially since it's on cooldown anyway. So, well, they do manage to get Pango, which means there's no way they're going to be able to siege down the mid this time. Mjolnir up and ready on the Ember Spirit. There's so much damage in this game. This is going to be another one of those games where, I mean, Divine Rapier, maybe? Looks like it's going to be Hex. Fear jumping in, trying to get the stun on CCNC. Is not going to find it, though. And then, well, oh no, the ultimate save for the time being. Stun going to miss by Fear again. It's just not timing it right. CCNC will at least drop the Searing Chains. Stun goes out. The immediate swap, putting Snaking actually literally nowhere. He was just right back where he was before because of the Lotus Orb. Root up Moo once more, but CCNC has a whole different mindset to this game as they now drop the Spectre ultimate. They want to try and find some carry, but they're not picking one to blink into. Actually, they did. They found Fear and March on the back lines here. The buyback, I heard something. Yeah, there it is. There's the Fear buyback. Do have basically almost all of Leshrak's HP being depleted here. They want to try and go for more. Bryle trying to find somebody just to click. Really want to get Kit Trap, but he managed to juke through the right way of the trees, and Bryle just not able to find the last click there. And now, available from Fear, maybe. They don't need it. Like, stick with the creeps, so then we have creeps to actually fight with. Work Flare goes through, so it is actually just... Oh, no, never mind. I thought they were going to Clockwork Flare the creeps, so then they would actually have some HP missing, so when they get to the tower, they can actually do that. But there goes the Aegis out on Medusa, as well as the buyback from Abaddon. CCNC, he went to the wrong Remnant. He jumped to a Remnant. So he's not there at the moment. Clockwork Flare goes through up to the top lane just to scout out who is up here. It's just some cannons and some... We do have Vengeful Spirit down in the pot. 5 sentries and 3 obs. They've just not been able to get wards out here. War's just chilling in their own base. Back up in the top. What in the world's happening here? What? What is going on? Oh my goodness. What? The packet losses. What's going on here? What is going on? What the hell is happening? It's not my internet, people, I swear, because the stream would have been dead by now. What is going on? Please tell me this is not what they see. Okay, hang on. Am I even going to be able to reconnect to the game? Yeah, I'm back in. What was that packet loss? And what was the team fight I just missed? Mass buyback, no doubt, forward. They are going directly on to J.Storm, killing everybody. Bryle, the only one alive. They are going to buy back from Pango there, but everyone's so low HP. Yawar is just trying to click away on him, but Bryle, he's got so much mana still. He's disarmed, however. He's not going to be able to get back. He eats the cheese, which is not a lot of regen because of the urn being thrown on him. He's trying to get the kill on Yawar, but he's not going to get it. And Pango buying back the only one who's technically alive. What was that? What was that packet loss that just magically happened there? Good grief. That was literally slideshow Dota. I think what happened there is that he haunted, but then, like, my computer was just like, no, please don't haunt. And, well, that happened, so it just, whew, that just destroyed it. Ridiculous. Ugh.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Anyway,
attack.
J.Storm will be losing their last exterior tower here. They did manage to get top barracks, and one of the barracks in mid being the ranged and half of the melee. The time that happened. I still really can't get over what just happened there. I can't wait for chat to be like, slideshow Dota.
Has fallen.
I really do not know what happened there. I'm even on an NA server, so I have no idea why that is and why that happened the way that it did. That was very interesting. I hope it doesn't happen again. Yeah, so there is the Monkey King bar picked up for Spectre now, so able to do that damage through the evasion that is Medusa, which they had a hard time getting through during that last engagement that we came back in through the weird disconnect. Medusa still, though, running at the top of the net worth at 3.9, basically 31.9, 30, yeah, basically 31. Ooh. Still getting going for the Hex here. They are going to find an engagement outside the pit here. Gyrocopter, Fear coming in. There's the haunt, not breaking my computer this time, but it is damaging my frames ever so slightly. They are going to find the nice Gyrocopter ult down on Yuar. They're trying his best to get him, and he's got a lot of HP, and there goes the Echo Slam, but Fear is just getting melted by this man, and now CNC is stuck on the high ground. Lincoln Sphere, we'll save him for the time being. Smoke picked up for Spectre. Maybe on accident, he meant to go for the Boots of Travel. They did buy back. There's no secondary Fear available, so MSS is going to be stunned up underneath his own cogs, and you're trapped in here with me, friend. As we do see, now Bryle's actually forced staff to low ground. Moon, the only one stuck up on the high. No HP and no life left. Will be rooted up once more. Pangolier going to be stuck in a continual phase of root. Stun? No stun available for the last track. No mana, but they will get him. No buyback either, and they don't know this. They don't know this. They do not know. Is no buyback, so the forward are just going to back off for now, clean up the creeps, and move on from there. Well, there's buyback on Moo, but there's no way that he would probably buy back into this. They do have to send, oh my goodness, they do have to send somebody top. That's a lot of creeps. That's a lot of range creeps in particular here. Luckily, though, MSS is not going to be in any hard situation here. Getting around to that point where chat's going to see me disconnect because of the mass frame issue that happened. Looks like they are going to go for Roshan. It is up. They show up the Clockwork Flare. So, likely the Roshan is the next play, and that is it. Including, this is the Refresher Shard. This is where, if they want to defend this, they should probably buy back on Moo, although they really don't want to. Yeah, they're gonna have to let this go. I do not know what happened during that period of time, guys. Alright, well, Aegis obtained, Refresher Shard as well. Who even takes it? I guess 2 Haunts, maybe? Small indie company. You guys are funny. Anyway, we did come back, and you will be able to see that, though. But holy hand grenades, that was just something. That was weird, man. Free game, yeah. It's definitely not my internet. Don't know what you guys are on about. Let's see here. So 33.8. Is this divine time? No, apparently it's Silver's Edge.
Deceptive rule of invisibility.
I really think that it has to be divine time soon, right? Like, What option do they have here? It's 22 and 24. It's only 6K actually. It's not even like that far behind. Holy moly, that graph. And down it goes. Ooh, really? All right.
Dire are scanning.
And goes out from the Dire. They're looking to get the bounty runes in 10 seconds. Maybe trying to get some aggression as well. Or of the only one floating around though, 22 and 24. The 50-minute mark. Let's go ahead and look at items from top to bottom here. Vengeful Spirit, not really looking for any one item in particular here.
Never refuse gold given.
Gyrocopter. That global call down to bot. Unfortunately, it doesn't really like clean up all of the creeps. So Silver's Edge will be the next thing for Moo as well. Pangolier gonna go for a Lotus Orb. Go for the Lotus Orb as well out onto the Shaker. So no Blink Dagger for him unless he's saving up with that. Nope, now it's BKB. Global call down as well. Looks like it's the top. Nope, still the bottom. Yep. Still the bottom. Silver's Edge going to be going on to Medusa next. Clockwork gonna go for the Mechanism into the Guardian Greaves by the looks of it. Octarine Core for the Ember Spirit. The Hex out to the left track. Spectre, I imagine, just gonna go for like buyback and guess an eventual like normal refresher maybe, but probably just that. Probably just buyback. Sitting at 2.1, so. Vladimir's will be the next thing for the Abaddon. Well, there are only, there's only about every buyback available here that they really need. The Spectre's buyback's not up for another 2.5 minutes. Actually, 3 minutes, and the Pango buyback will be up in 10 seconds, so. Be a very defensive game now for J.Storm at the 51-minute mark with 22 and 24, 10k net worth lead on forward. Like, it's... Oh, right, because I disconnected, so it's just like, it doesn't show the rest of the kills that happened, but we can see the graph, boys. Graph. I wanted to think during that buyback he wanted to buy back into like a refresher orb, but he had no money for it, so Yawar just I think really we're looking at just buying time till either the buyback or they just hunt into an actual fight. But it's an awkward scenario where literally nothing is happening. I'm really, there's the Divine. All right, it is Divine time for the Medusa. I want to think we're waiting for, yeah, 5.8. $5.8 running out on the Medusa for the surplus. Now 6,000, so. No, he's going for Satanic now. Oh, no. It's going back to Satanic, so it's not Divine time. Alright. Is he going out there? He's going out there to go get the Satanic piece. CC&C, they will be able to find somebody off to the side here. Force Staff's going to be out from Snaking, though. The BKB is going to save him only for a little while. The swap, though, is going to put Snaking back in a really bad spot here. BKB, not going to save him this time. He looks like he's going down, and it definitely does end up going down. But, oh my goodness, Vengeful Spirit out goes the Haunt as well. Immediately going to ult to make sure that none of these become the real one. For Spirit coming back in, though, they are going to be able to drop the root. And now the second Haunt comes out. The buyback as well from Snaking. They are going to bring in Yawar, and now Fear being the first one to die from the eventual death of Yawar. Are they going to go for more? The Clockwork Hook goes out to Moo, and they're going to clean him off. The BKB, it's not going to be enough here, or is it actually? Silenced up. They're out of there, actually. That buyback must have been scary enough. Lincoln Sphere being popped as well. now Roshan? Not up yet, right. Got another minute and a half. So, are we still doing Satanic? Now is it Divine Time? It is Divine Time! Huzzah! Well, the 3 buybacks expended for that last one. Everyone's back in here. So J.Storm, they really want to try and get jumps on literally anything. Global call down for top? Or bottom? For bottom. Okay. Seems like they're putting a lot of pressure on bottom. I guess it's because there's only one tower, so... But there is no tower for bottom, so... If the creeps were to get in there, they'd be able to take the jump in. If they wanted to. Still going to be the Lotus Orb, actually, for ES, so not the BKB. Venge still going to go for the Lotus as well. Gyrocopter going to go for the Mjolnir. Got the Silver's Edge. Pangolier going to go for the Lotus as well. A lot of Lotus Orbs. 3 Lotus Orbs. Now Medusa's still going for that Divine. The AC is going to be the next pickup for Clockwork instead here. Ember Spirit saving for buyback. Leshrac going to go for the Refresher. Spectre going to go for the Abyssal Blade. Now he's got the Basher, and Vladimir's still going to be the pickup for the Abaddon. This is a long game. 55 minutes, 23 and 26, but it's all because Forward just goes to ham here. Ball down, not really going to find anything either, so... Actually, they find that CC&C is going to be TPing away. So we're really just looking for Forward to just get in there. They actually... So basically it's a game of Gyrocopter needs to land Silver's Edge on Yawar if they want to kill him. And even then, will that really be enough? Got 3,300 HP. He's got Satanic as well as Basher, so... Got a lot of damage available. Alright. Roshan is up and both teams know about it. Call down going to be used to apply pressure to the top tower this time. Or to no tower, I guess. Getting it out. Ryle. This is literally just a either get the Divine and win the game, or get Aegis, win the Divine, win the game. Win the Divine. This is still on game 1. Still game 1. 57 minutes, but 23-26. The 7K net worth lead with the buybacks literally just sticking on there. Bar with the Eaten Moon Shard now as well. Still has buyback either way. They're really... There's just got to be a catch. Somebody needs to catch somebody somewhere, and that's what they could do to win the game. But it's just going to be one long boy. One long boy indeed. Although J.Storms now seem to be kind of caught, and nope, they're not caught in their own jungle.
Deceptive rune of invisibility.
Regeneration.
At this point, it's better just to leave the buyback status up. Who cares about the net worth? They're not even like keeping the Heaven's Halberds on main slots here, so what? Yeah, still the Heaven's Howl up on the Ember Spirit. They're just... It's a big fatigue game now. They've got so many things to just push out the alternate lanes whenever they want to and whenever they need to. Please tell me everyone's 25. No. ES and Venge are still 22, level 20 on the Abaddon and 22 on the Clockwork. They might find something. They're lining up, though. They do have the Spectre ultimate. They go on the back lines. They want to remove some support. Brawl's going to pop down the ultimate. Out goes the stun as well. Pango rolls, trying to find as much as they can, but March is actually going to be the first one getting pretty darn low here. Echo Slam goes through. It will find CC&C, but it won't kill him at the end of the day. In Fear, watching him run away, is just going to see that one go. March will be the first to fall. The illusion will hit the ground. Snaking, eating the cheese. Buyback from Kidrak. We're watching Yawar getting absolutely melted here. Silver's Edge broken. They're looking for more, though. The Gyrocopter called down, trying to kill off MSS. MSS. They do find that one. Now they're looking up here towards the left track. They're going to miss the stun. It's not going to let them get that one. They can't get the jump on that stun. The rest of the team is lining up on the outside. They have all the buybacks out. Actually, they literally, 1, 2, 3, 5 buybacks became no longer available during that period of time. Forward Gaming buying back immensely. They could take Roshan. It still wouldn't be that great, but yeah, they're going to take that Roshan. They're going to break the Lincoln Sphere. They might want to try and re-engage upon this. We do see the Medusa coming in, and as well as a Refresher, not a Divine. I want a Divine.
Boom, there it goes.
I really do want a Divine.
Jackpot.
They are going to keep on doing this Roshan. Global call down is going to be used. It is going to be Mudo caught on the side, though. This is huge if it goes down, and indeed, he is down. He does have buyback available, however, but there is no way for him to TP in there and help immediately. Medusa is going to pop his first ultimate. The Refresher is available if they need to. Stone formed up Spectre, but it's just not doing enough damage. He's got all this heal available. Satanic as well. There's no Solar Crest, no nothing. Solar Crest isn't going to help much. Your Spirit Vessel, I mean, you are, though, is just try and turn on Pango here. Stone form the rest of forward down on the low ground. Now we're looking at literally MSS is going to be the first one to fall from the move buyback. Now they're really looking for it. They get Ferret, but Yawar buys back as well as dies. No Refresher this time. He actually spammed in immediately to the Refresher, and that means they're going to disengage as quick as possible. Gyro call down. Where's this one being used? It's being used down in bottom. So they mass bot back. Medusa's still up and alive. The Refresher is up and going. And now we are really just looking at Roshan. Is it going to happen? And is it going to be good? Who knows? Is it even going to be enough at this point to get the Roshan, have a Refresher Shard and the cheese? Will it even be enough to help J.Storm win the game? Well, to be fair, there's only 2 buybacks left in this game right now. It's both Medusa and Ember Spirit. CCNC holding on to his gold like no tomorrow. Do you have enough for the Moon Shard? He's actually going to build the Octarine Core still. Needs 380 for buyback. That literally would be the bottle sell, I think. Doing it? Is it happening? It's happening. They're going to do it. No Clockwork available, so they can't jump in immediately with the Clockwork hook. The Ember Spirit's in the bot lane with pocketed Octarine Core, and that's an insta-dead Roshan. That's the Refresher Shard as well. Looks like it's on Fear, so yeah. Fear going to get that one. There's the Divine. There it is. That must have been during last fight. Or just now. Do we have Divine Timer up yet? Ah, there's no... for some reason, I thought I saw a plugin that they added to Dota that was the Divine Timer when it got picked up. But, you know, she's got the Aegis, she's got a Divine team wrapping in from behind. Forward coming in. And they get the immediate stun. The Spectre ultimate goes out as well. That is one dead March immediately, as well as Fear move. Trying to go as hard as possible here. He will end up killing off CCNC. They will buy back immediately. The Pango Rill does come in, though. It's going to remove the supports. They're both dead. There's buyback available for them as well. The middle racks is down. They're trying their hardest to find some more targets. Clockwork hooked down onto the bottom, though. Is not going to find too much else, though. Bryo is still up and running. He's got the Moon... Or he doesn't have Moon Shard. He's got the Divine Rapier going ham, trying to find targets to click on. He's hexed up. Now he's BKB. Well, not BKB. His BKB's in his pocket here. Swapped out. As soon as he used it, they Satanic. They really want to keep pump pressing here. There's no Abaddon, but that's not really something to be scared about. Vengeful Spirit gonna buy back. No travels available. Oh my, he's got no money anyway. And they're like, okay, we gotta take what we can here. And J.Storm's gonna walk down the bottom and start cleaning this bad boy up.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
This is a okay. Oh, all right. So the Divine Rapier is going to work. Throws out the kiss at the last second disarm. Now they're looking to get the remaining HP on these barracks. It's down. They got Megas, but that's not even going to solve the problem here. Aegis not down just yet. I thought that was the Aegis expiration. It won't be down for another 3 minutes anyway. He's just clicking away. He's just like, just let me end your game. Literally, let me hit all of your buildings. You know this game's just gonna end. I have a Divine Rapier and the Aegis. What are you really gonna do here? Lotus Orb thrown down immediately. Fear comes in with the big old ult. It's not gonna find CC&C because he is BKB. It is gonna have the Haunt going out as well. Fear is the first one to fall. Now they're looking for more. That's a dead Spectre. What are they gonna do without the Radiance? They're gonna find more. CC&C at low HP, half HP, no mana remaining. They're looking, Snake King very low. He's gonna go down. March, first one to fall off the dieback as well as Fear. MSS is gonna be in a bit of trouble. CC&C goes down, and ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the game. That is Divine Rapier. So that is Bryle with the Medusa Divine Rapier at 64 minutes, 34 and 33. 65 minutes. But guys, that's only game number 1. Game number 2 will be right around the corner. Stay tuned.